So just same question. How would you grade the defense after looking at the film?
I mean, poorly start, obviously. Give up some explosives, got an opportunity on third down to start the game, and then don't execute. And reality is, you get late in the season, anything, it's the team that goes out there and executes the best, play in and play out. You got to beg for those one-on-ones. You got to beg for those competition plays. Opportunity to be great, and I think there's sparks of it, obviously, in the game. When you watch the game, there's sparking. It looks the same and all that stuff, but you got to be prepared to make the play every play. You got to be prepared for it every snap, and that's the part of it is the execution, all that stuff. And that's really, we've talked about it all week, and keep talking about it, keep talking about it, keep talking about it. But everybody's going to have an opportunity in a game at some point. Are you preparing yourself for that opportunity?
Their tight ends, especially in the first half, when they all touchdowns were going to them. Is that something that you saw before the game, or what was the time going on?
Yeah, I mean, obviously their tight ends are a huge part of their offense and all that stuff, and moving the ball and moving the pocket and all the different things, and just recognizing the different sets and stuff that things are coming out of, especially in the pass game and all that. It's on me to have those guys prepared for those things, obviously knowing where the main threats are for every team at this point. They're going to have different ways and different things every week to get to their playmakers, their guys, especially the staples of the offense. And we have to do, like I said, you got to do a better job executing those things when you get your opportunity to shine.
What was the conversation like with you to the guys after the game, just in terms of, like, not X's and O's, but just in terms of mentally with what happened and bouncing back?
We have our success when we're 100% together, that entire locker room. That's where our successes come from. That's where it's going to continue to come from. And you got to believe in the things that's where successes come from. But you also, as you go through the season, you have to continue to progress. I've said that in here before. You have to continue to get weak. You got to get better every week. There's something that's going to show up every week. And are you noticing those things that you have to prepare for? Are you noticing the things that's gotten you in trouble before? Are you noticing those things that, just schematically by set that people have tried to attack you in certain ways? Are we continuously communicating those things while progressing through and still being a better tackling team, a better block? Because at the end of the day, it's about tackling and getting off blocks. That's what it's about, and understanding where my leverage is. And it's because every team is going to be able to challenge those things. Every team is going to be able to challenge those things. You're on tape. So are you studying yourself enough, as much as the opponent is, and also preparing the defense to be a better tackler, better block defeat, better everything that comes into defense?
Are you happy with where all those things have progressed at this point?
Yeah. I think as far as how they work on them and things like that. Obviously, there's spots here and spots there, just like any defense that happens, all that stuff. But we have to continue to individually based, to make us a better defensive unit, and that's the way you play together. You got to be able to look in the mirror. I've got to be able to look in the mirror and say, okay, this is what we're really good at. These are the things that we're really good at. Okay, this is how they're going to attack those things, and have those guys prepared every week for that.
I've asked you about your leaders a couple times this season. After a loss like this, how much are you leaning on your leaders in that locker room to get the message across?
Same amount as every week, whether it's win, loss, whatever it is. It's still the same amount. It's it's the guys. It's 1 week at a time, regardless of what happened the week before. It's 1 week at a time. And are you a consistent leader? The winners all through the ages they're consistent. They're consistent in how they prepare. They're consistent. It's not because you lost you prepare any differently. You know what I'm saying? You have to be consistent week in and week out to do things the right way in order to progress. And those leaders, I've talked to all of them. I've talked to the whole defense about it. Consistency. Football. They celebrate the consistent. They celebrate the guys that just put their head down. They work. That's what football celebrates, and you can't get away from that.